Hey peoples, it is Kulipup here, and I'm going to be making this video based off of your crown of glory or your cog. Now this comes because a wonderful lady within my Frequency 51 Facebook group, Development for the Evolved Mankind, she has achieved her crown of glory. Now this is a really, really big achievement because with her included, that makes only 4 people in the entirety of existence since this universe was created to have achieved the crown of glory. Now, you may be thinking, what is this? What is this crown of glory you speak of? It sounds very, very mythical. It sounds very, very cheesy to be a grown woman or a grown man going, I'm wearing my crown of glory. And what it means, what your crown means is that you are in the level 1 matrix. You started at level, well, you started at level 0, but that was the formation of your own creation. So you in your mother's womb, you started at 0, or started at level 1 and level 2. Then you proceeded on to level 3, which is your birth, which is you as a fully functioning human, capable of having the potential to do whatever, and you are a creator. So level 3, you are a creator. Now, you are supposed to, of course, go up through all of the levels to reach level 12, but many people, if we go for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 here. 1, 2, okay. Many people, though, only ever get, a lot of people don't get further than level 4. Out of the billions and billions of people that inhabit the planet, a lot don't get beyond level 4. It is an achievement to get to level 5, between level 5 to 7. It is an achievement to have your, in today's world, or how it has been for the last thousands of years, it is an achievement to get in between level 5 to 7. Even less people achieve between 8 and 9. And I'm going through the history of the world as it stands. There are a lot of people with this mass spiritual awakening going on that are jumping through these physical frequency levels. So it's a little bit different, but just giving you based on the history of the world. You could be right now in level 6 and not even realize it. And that's just because of the massive boosts of frequencies that are automatically giving you this upgrade. But it's still within your consciousness that you need to expand. But anyway, to get to level 10 and 11, that is even more of a feat. Because going from 3 to 10 or 11 at times can take people an entire lifetime. But many people are doing it within just a matter of weeks or a matter of months right now. But anywho, getting to level 12. There have been even less people that have achieved level 12 in the past. Again, a lot of people are starting now to get up there really quickly. But anywho, so you have to be in a minimum of levels 12 in order to get this. And that just means that if you went from level 3 all the way to 12, it means that you have understood what we are, where we are, why we incarnate here, and what we're going to do for the future. I know you see all of my lipstick all over this. Don't matter, I have more. Right, so why is your cog, or your crown of glory, so significant? Well, one, when you've come into the 12th level, it is a statement to signify that you know you are awake. Because a lot of people, you'll hear the term going like, oh, yo, I'm woke. You know, hashtag woke. You know, and I'm like, you are so far asleep, it's unbelievable. The definition of being awake or woke has been hijacked right now. But when you reach level 12 and you got your crown, that means you have literally woken up to your reality in its entirety. Okay? Not that you've read a couple of quotes and you know a little bit like, oh, I can do a little bit of this, but it means you have an understanding, a deep understanding of who you are, what we are, where we're going, and why we came here. So, your crown of glory. What that signifies is, of course, you are truly awake. It also means you have master energy manipulation within level 1. Okay, so master energy manipulation. This is what your crown of glory does for you. When you place your crown on your head, because again, it is a crown that is within the ethereal world or ethereal plane. Okay? And when you place this crown on your head, in knowing, you use your mind's eye. You don't have to physically. It was funny because when I first got it, I physically would pick it up and put it on. And what that felt like was, when the energy was around, I could feel the buzz of the crown in between my hands. And as I was picking it up, there was a weight to it. A weight, and shifting it over to my head, and I would have to go all the way down like this. And as I was around here, I could feel the whoosh on my head. And the energy that swirled around within it made the infinity sign. So I had this figure 8 just going around on my crown. All right? And that was, so that's really cool. Now, when I was in my crown, had my crown on my head, it meant that it was a state, it was a symbol. When my crown was on my head, it meant that any other ethereal being that is on this plane or participating in this game could see my crown. They could see it. And so these ethereal beings knew that I recognized my divinity because I am wearing my crown. And because I recognize my divinity, it meant that I can manipulate the energy of the law of attraction or universal energies. So what you will, when you are in your crown, if you make a request to the universe, also known as a wish or a prayer, it will come to fruition. Because right now, a lot of people, when they are in the lower levels, what they do is they send a request out and they're asking the universe to drop them in what they can, what the universe can, of course. So you're asking the universe for something. When you have your crown of glory, you're not asking, you're telling. You are telling the universe, or within the matrix level 1, you are telling them the universe what to give you. No longer asking, you're telling. And it will come to fruition. As long as you put your focus on it, and as long as you still want it, because don't get me wrong, you can make a request and it can come to you, but you may change your focus, or you may be like, you know what, I actually don't want that anymore. And then that will cancel it out, or you upgraded your wish or something like that. So that's what can happen there. But genuinely, anything you request will come to fruition at one point or another. So it's no longer will this ever happen for me? It's no, it's going to happen. Now we just have to know when it's going to happen. So if you are somebody who would like finances and you have your crown of glory, you can simply say, I wish to be wealthy. As long as you understand that you are marrying your thought with your heart, your emotions in that time, and you are requesting it, it will come to fruition. As long as you pick it up, as long as you want it, right? So that's why it is so important. Your crown of glory also makes you a master spellcaster. It's really cool. When you achieve your crown of glory, you have to be very careful with what you say, because your words are a spell. That is why they teach spelling in school. They teach you how to write. They teach you how to speak properly. Well, That's another thing, because school doesn't teach you anything proper, to be honest with you. But they want you to understand how to at least do the basics of spells, because when you learn the basics of spelling, you write spells all day long. However, a lot of people don't know it. So the master manipulators behind this whole thing want you to write spells, but not realize that they're spells. And then you just start writing things, and you are manifesting, and you don't even know it, which is very, very disconcerting. But when you have your crown of glory, it means that you are a master of this. So you know, when I'm telling you, because I have my crown, and by the way, you have different crowns depending on different levels. Oops. There are crowns that you get in each and every level, okay? However, when you are in the higher levels, so if you're in level 1 and 2 really? Yeah, level 1 and level 2, you have master manipulation within those levels, okay? So if you've got your crown of glory for level 1, it means that you're like, yep, that's cool, I have my master manipulation over here. Level 2, it's a little bit harder to get that, because everybody in level 2 has their crown, well, not necessarily has their crown, but has acknowledged that they know how to manipulate energy. The only difference is in level 2, you have to be the supreme person in level 2 in order to gain the source crown, or the crown. You are basically crowned, your majesty. You know, it's really funny, because when I was in level 2, it was a total switch up. All the ethereal individuals, as soon as I got my crown for 1 and I went into level 2 and I got my crown for level 2, it's a lot of ethereal beings will call you your majesty. And I'm like, this is odd. I don't necessarily like being called your majesty, but you get it based on your merits, you know, based on your vibration. That is where you will get a crown within level 2. So that's kind of more like an automatic thing. If you literally prove that you are a superior being, I don't like using the word superior, because we are all the same but different. But if you've proven yourself to vibrate on the highest level of love within the level 2, you will have that crown within that level. Okay, so again, everybody can manipulate. When you get into level 3 to level 7, because I guess these are the kind of the same, there is only one person that can get a crown, and instead of having it be automatic to you, because like I say, in level 1, you've got to claim it. All right, you physically have to claim it. Everybody can have a crown, you just have to claim it, right? You got to do the work. In level 2, it is bestowed upon you automatically based on your frequency level. In level 3, you have to be anointed. And this was another weird thing. Well, no, I was anointed in level 2 as well. And it was really weird, because I had to get the oils on my head. So one day my spirit said to me, hey, Kulipup, you need to go lie down right now. And I'm like, but I'm doing stuff. It's like, no, you need to go lie down right now. And I'm like, okay. So I went and I laid down, and then I felt oil just drip, and I had the strongest smell of olive oil. And the thing is, my physical body has anosmia, meaning I don't actually have a very good sense of smell in my physical body. I barely smell anything. However, when I do smell something strongly, I know it's my third eye and my sentience that is smelling it. So I knew, like, I'm getting oil poured on my head in the ethereal, because I was being anointed and up there and all that jazz. So anyway, so you do feel physical things. When I was in level 3, when it happened again, because I took over the frequency levels of the God of all gods, of the King of Gods that is in the ethereal world. I took over that frequency level. So it was really funny because I was walking in the grocery store and they were telling me, bow, because again, my body at that time was in the other levels. They were all seeing me because I was on a different dimension. They were all seeing me and I wasn't seeing, I was in the grocery store. So I wasn't focusing on them. I was just hearing the instruction in my head. And, here's me in the grocery store stopping and, little kind of bow. And I had to say some words and I was just like, thank you very much, blah, 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 blah. Yes, trying to be a little bit inconspicuous as I could. And as I was walking, everybody was just like, yay, okay, it's done. I'm like, okay. And as I was walking, they're like, don't freak out. And I'm like, okay. And I was walking and then a drop of water just landed right directly on my head. And here I am, I'm in the grocery store and I'm looking up and I'm like, what dirty water has just landed on my head? Ew. But the spot where it happened, I looked up and there was absolutely nothing. There was no water pooling on the floor. There was no there was nothing hanging over me that would have a drip. It was just open space. And I'm like, that's why you didn't want me to freak out, because you didn't want me to say that this was dirty water and have everybody think I was being disrespectful by going, what dirty water are you putting on my head? So anyway, you are physically anointed as you go through each level. So as your frequency surpasses each prime consciousness that is there, or each prime, the highest consciousness in that level, as you surpass it, you literally have to earn your way to get your crown. Now, you have to accept it in each one, but each time you accept your crown, it means that you have energy manipulation over all of the levels before you. So right now, I have an infinite crown of glory. That is my crown. It is the infinite crown of glory that is within level 7. And basically all this means is that anything I say is, and I have to watch what I say, will be made so. So that's why sometimes when you hear me, if you're speaking to me and I'm telling you, like, you know what, I want temperance and peace within your mind and within your soul. This is my will. It is done. So if I say that and I direct my focus on you, I am basically manipulating the energy from all 7 levels, all of our entire being, and I'm diverting it to you for that moment. And it's a lot of energy. And it will happen. So, for example, there's no time. The concept of time doesn't actually exist. We just simply pick out different slides within existence. Everything has already been created. There is multiple dimensions everywhere, and there is billions of timelines. There's like literally everything in creation has already been created, and you are just selecting it as a creator. That is another story as well. But it literally just means that I am able to rewrite history if I needed to, because I said it's so, right? So that's the kind of power that your crown of glory does. It also means as well that when you get to a certain level, you can delete your subconscious programs or your conscious body programs just like that. You can write spells in, and I'm gonna do another video on spells and kind of tell you the regular spells that I have been using throughout my journey to piss off the subconscious program entities and how cheeky I could be sometimes. So I'm gonna share that with you. But for now, just letting you know, this is what your crown of glory is. It just means that anything you say, any spell that you create, anything that you truly marry your mind and your heart with shall be yours. Now, the higher you move up and the crowns that you gain in each different level just accelerates the process. So again, when I was in level 1, if I wanted to wish for if I wanted to manifest, if I wanted to manifest a car in level 1, it could take anywhere from a week to maybe a year, depending on what kind of car I wanted, what kind of things like I wanted to do. Now that I'm in level 7, if I want to manifest a car, it's going to come to me like really quickly. And you may wonder then, like, oh, if she's got all this power, why does she wear basic jeans and old clothes, and, you know, why don't I have this awesome, like, super thingy blackboard, and why do I use dollar store pens and everything? And the answer to that is simply, as you raise in frequency, you really don't care about any of it. It's very difficult. You tend to, people worship money right now, and they worship finances and status and so forth. And when you come into who you are and you recognize what it is, you become more of a minimalist. And you recognize that all of this fancy smashy stuff, all of having like loads of money and everything, it's just a waste of energy. I'd rather put my energy to better use. I would rather give my energy to you to help you, to raise you up, rather than get stuff that I don't use. But anyway, I'm just letting you know, there's so much you can do with your crown of glory. So I hope you get it, and I hope you work and strive towards it. And by the way, I'll just let you know, a lot of people, when you are beginning out in your journey, and if you are speaking to your spirit, when you're speaking to them, and this is normally for the first time, but, you know, anytime, if you were to ask your spirit directly, what is my main goal in this game of life? What do I want to get? And they're going to tell you something to do with a crown. There's been plenty of people, I know, that I've introduced them to their gifts and so forth and told them how to practice them, and they've come back and they're just like, hey, can you help me translate this? And there is something in there about crown and walking the righteous path and this and that and so forth. And I'm like, yeah, your spirit's telling you about the crown of glory. You'll find it if you talk to your spirit and you hear the word, or you see the word, or you visualize a crown. They're trying to tell you about this crown of glory. All right, so I hope this helps. All right, mwah, love you all. Bye.